What's up, YouTube and tower defenders? Ethan DX back again with another in my evolution series. We are on this first week of November 2025, episode number 46. I think it's 46. It's in the title. We're currently doing a run, finishing up a tier 13 run. Since the scatter bug was fixed, I've been able to run tier 13 again, so that's pretty sweet. When I need to get like a 7.5 or 8 hour run. I think it's 7.5. What are we at right now? We're at 7 right now, so we usually get about 5,700. We'll see where this gets to now, but the region is clicking. All right, let's jump into the stats real quick. We are at 5.85 Q. Last week we were at 5.02, just shy of an entire Q in this week. That would have been awesome. That scatter bug definitely put a hurt on it. I think I would have made it if it wasn't for that, because I was down about 1 trillion per hour roughly during the scatter bug. We'll see in the data tracker here coming up in a minute. Last week we were at 15,101 stones. This week I'm at 15,556. So a good gain there. We'll get down into... I don't think any of this really changed. I didn't do any milestone pushes, and farming's just been farming. But this is where we're at in case there was any changes. But yeah, so man, just shy of 6 trillion. That would have been sweet. So the run's going. We'll scout over the run real quick. So as you see, we're at 615 trillion. That's with these perks. Let's look at the perks. Here's the trade-offs. Yeah, I think that's where all the trade-offs go, right? Oh, and there's the cash up here. So those are the perks I have. And that's putting me at 615 trillion. Damage, we're at 43.42 billion. I got 46 attack speed. I'm running at a legendary mod, so attack and every speed and stuff's off right now a little bit. Crit factor. I'm not running an ancestral. We'll look at the mods in a second. Health regen, 44.91 trillion. About to break 44 trillion. It's going to be 45, about to break 45 trillion. That's going to be pretty cool. Health and everything's still just going up. I'm working on my EHP still right now. Coins kill bonus, 44.94 while in run. Not using a black hole digester though, so my free attacks, everything's almost up to there. We're all maxed. Okay, if you wanted to see what the lightning damage looks like, but again, I'm not using a good cannon mod, so damage. I'm just on a HP build right now. I think I have. Let's go look at what we're using. Yeah, shrink ray. I got a shrink ray on right now. That's all it's got. I'd like to pick up another shrink ray. I found that when I am using this right now, I'm getting just a little better coin. It seems like so. We were using the galaxy compressor. We're 1 away from upgrading that. As you see, we don't have no gems. We did a roll of we'll go over the mods in detail. I rolled the new mod, but I'll also throw. I recorded it though because it's been a ongoing thing. All of them are on video. All my gem pulls since I started doing this. So I'm gonna throw that in at the end. Just for people that like to see the rolls. Primordial Collapse and the Sharp Fortitude. We got some tournament stuff to update with that. But that's what we're currently running. Oh, look at cards. I got Demon Mode in. This is my farming cards. I'm currently still running Damage and Berserk because I don't know. I don't have anything else that's going to prolong defense. So those are the cards. Yeah, we'll let this run for a bit. Actually, you know what? We can jump in. Let's go look at the damage. I'm going to kind of continue with this, and we'll just end this at, or we'll catch up at the end for, what are we at? 5.55 trillion per hour right now. I'm going to let this go because I want to see how high that'll get. Okay. So, let's go look at the tracker. The data sheet. Run tracking data sheet. Alright, we're over here at the Run Tracker website. Again, I'm just using it for, there's way more statistical stuff if you want to get into using the graphs and the averages, but I'm just keeping track of my runs. Okay, so here's last week where we recorded when the scatterbug just hit. What were we doing? Yeah, so we were down under 5 trillion, 4.3, 4.9 per hour. Barely was scratching fives, fours. You know, I was running back and forth. It was really putting a damper on what I could do because I only had these two choices really. Because anything else, I want to go lower. It'd be longer. Anyway, then we're back. We're back, baby. When they fixed it. So went from a 4.78, 4.39, 4.78 trillion up to a 5.82 and 5.65. So definitely was a huge impact. I know a lot of people, the scatterbug was kind of hit and miss on how bad they were affected, but definitely was kicking my butt. I guess it just depends on how far you were pushing. I'm going pretty deep into the runs, and I noticed the people that weren't diving as deep or in higher tiers I think it hurt too. But if you weren't really getting to a high point where they baby scatters were doing multiple Qs of damage, then it wasn't really that big of a deal. Like if your runs were ending before that anyway, then it didn't really affect that many. It didn't affect them that bad. But if you get to a point where you're going beyond that, those scatter babies were just popping in my wall and just insta-killing me eventually, and my wall was 100%. So we're back in action. New high score, 5.83 just happened before I started my tier 13 run we're in. Here's the last tier 13, look, 5.75. So tier 13 is also back in play. So I'll be sticking on 13 and 12 again, off of the 11s. But yeah, things are looking good. The cell counts are up, so been able to 4x everything, just constantly 4xing. Let's get back over there. All right, so we got gem, boom, okay. We'll go check out guild action. So guild's doing pretty good. Let's actually check. We had a few people who were falling behind. Yeah, they're still ain't responded. Okay. Okay, they just came back. So hopefully they took a week off. So I mean, I know there was some holiday. Burline, welcome back, buddy. I know he's Dave, Fapping Turtle. We need to see what's going on, guys. We can't have too many people pulling zeros. Solo guy. We need to get this up a little bit, guys, because too many people falling behind, we're not going to hit this. But luckily, we're up plenty, but still, it was too close this time. We're going to keep an eye on that over the next week. Here's summon. I don't think I put anything else in it since the last time. I'm probably going to, when this is over, I'll put points into duration, I think. A couple more into duration. And then we'll go for cooldown. Store, we bought the skin. I know this one's less of less coin over this, but as you've seen in the background, I already recorded the little video. I had to run the new eyeball with the new skin, so We'll get this. It's all gonna come. So, and then we'll pick up these guys. Of course, we'll get everything. We're gonna get it all. The event, of course, same thing. We did everything. We did the demon mode, which is hit and miss if I do demon mode. But we have a little secret. I picked up the stones here. Looking forward to next week. If there's no relics next week, we'll be able to invest some more in the duration, I think. I think I'm supposed to keep these around the same, right? Let me know if I'm supposed to do some different pattern. But right now, I thought I was keeping them roughly the same. If I should get bonus up to something or duration first, or let me know how the golden bot should work out. But right now, still working on that. Leaving the cooldown 100 because it's coming up with my ultimate weapons. Let's go do a lab update. Here's where we are with the labs. I got almost 99, so that'll be done within the week. Next week we'll be checking that out. I'm running a full EHP, whole spread of EHP up labs right now. We got to get this to 25 wall region. I'm probably going to take health region. It might go maximum at this point. I'm already almost 85. I might just gold box that. Gold boxing stuff looks really cool. Health still going up some more, and fort, because I definitely, regen has been amazing and the stuff's regenning a lot, but you still get to a point where the things are slamming the tower later. So I need to get my health up some more. I've seen a lot of screenshots of people with way more health than me, so and they're pushing way up into the assist mods and stuff. So I'm gonna keep working on this for now, because I only have a handful of damage labs I can do, like just basically damage, crit factor, and the 2 super crit stuff. I can throw those on here soon too, but I don't think those alone are going to make the difference for damage yet until I have the ultimate weapon support and the correct mod support. Like I don't have ACP and I don't have project funding, so until I get the right mod configurations and the proper support for some of the ultimate weapons, I don't think the damage labs are going to be that beneficial to me just yet. And there's plenty of time to do those when there's, because I'm running out of critical mods or critical labs to do anyway. So pretty soon we'll be picking up labs to new ultimate weapons, and that'll be cool. Let's go over to history real quick, because I did do some fun stuff. Let me see. Yeah, second win. We went ahead and did second win blast. Just finished that. It took like a day. Not even a day, right? Let's see. 1 p.m. to that morning. Yeah, it ended and I was over. So I guess I lost a few hours in the lab. I do remember in the middle of the night I put something else on. But went ahead and did second win blast. I had death rate, double death rate up a little bit. Got it to the 10%. I'll come back and play with double death rate some more later. And other than that, I got kill coin bonus done at 99. So that was sick. Both those were long-term labs. Here we're slowly scroll through the labs. Got to get wave required. I think the 21 is the target. And then my double death ray is going to be maxed out. I'm going to max it. Don't look to max it right now, but we're going to max that because I have to. That's just a personal mission. And then I'm going to get lab coin discount going. I know I'm going to need shockwave size, right? That's going to be what I'm going to need for, you know, glass cannon or hybrid stuff around the corner, I think. Golden bot duration is one of my last economy labs. I should probably start working on that. But I'm doing some EHP a little bit. And then I want to put this stealth wave health back on. So yeah, these guys I'm going to get back on here soon. Once these are done, we'll be able to get into some damage stuff. Here's where all the main research is. Attack research, still 60 damage, 60 crit factor, 40 range, max attack speed, 10 super crit, both of the super crits. Do not have Ren unlocked still. Defense, we saw that. We're at 65 health. 84 regen. We got 23 defense. What else is significant in here? Wall regen's 23. We're bringing that to 25. Wall thorns 12. Invincibility 5. Rebuild 10. And then wall fort is 42. We're probably gonna at least go to 50. I think I'm gonna go to 50. And we'll see from there if I want to continue to 60. It's not a terribly long lab compared to some other, well, at least for where it's at right now. I might get a little higher. Utility research. I think one day I needed to get cash bonus up. Not yet though, but once I get this, I know project funding, and when I go into a more hybrid role or something, I'm gonna want some damage in tournaments with my project funding. I'll probably want to do cash bonus, so that's kind of on eyeballing that there. None of this stuff here matters. Yeah, we got maxed out coin kill bonus. Sweet. Ultimate weapons. We got maxed everything on all my ultimate weapons except for some of the stuff. Like we got shock chance 15, spotlight 1, missile 1, no chain thunder. Scatter amp is at level 2, and then nothing on the damage for death wave armor stripping. Cards. I did demon mode. Oh yeah, I guess we scrolled through there. I did do a demon mode recharge at level 1. I might throw that back on and get that going down some more. Matter of fact, let's put that on here. And then also nuke. I should probably do the same thing on there. Okay, because should I recharge second one? I don't think that's gonna matter. I can't. Not yet. I can't make it through waves with second one, but doing admissions was super awesome with demon mode, being able to just pop that and it recharges, and just do that like 3 or 4 times a farm run. We got 5 bands and 10 auto picks. Everything else is done there. Nothing else in bot. I do need to get the flame bot. That is on the horizon, but I want to get my golden bot done first, of course. But I think I'm going to go flame before I do amplify. Just because I'm a EHP guy right now. Nothing under enemies done. Modules, feeling good. Need to get the coin cost on there, but that's retroactive, so I'll get that money back. And then the bands. All right. Looking good there. What else we got? Oh yeah, the actual modules. Let me go grab that gem I saw floating. There we go, gem. Got a gem. Alright, so the modules, we already looked at what we're currently equipped. We'll just briefly look through for anyone that doesn't know what I got. These are my main guys. The Ancestral Death Penalty. And I use the Amp Strike a lot. We got a Dimension Core. And we got a Multiverse Nexus. And we use my Pulsar Harvester. And that's it. We do have, oh yeah, Black Hole Digester. Not using it right now, but I got that. I spec'd it out. It put a little bit of rolls on it, but I'm not using it yet. Okay, let me pull up what my scores were. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that was for the tournament. So we'll go actually, yeah, we'll get to there in a tournament. I was using different combinations of those. So we saw all those. Oh, and then here's the Orbital Augment. So I did pull up to, I need 2 more of these. So the video of me pulling them all is at the end, but I got 1 more waiting. So we ended up getting 6. We got 6 of the 8, and then I rolled a little bit of this because I was testing Orbital Augment on in the last Legends tournament. And we'll look at the tournament in a moment, and then we'll go over what mods we use, because I did 3 different runs to try different stuff. Oh, I can, you know what? I can look at that while we're in run here. So let's do that. We'll go back and forth on the mods. Let's see. Claim another gem. That's the wrong button. That's also the wrong button. Okay, here we go. So you had a tier 4. These are the legend runs, tier 14 pluses. The first run, wave 325. We used Death Penalty, Galaxy Compressor, Sharp Fortitude, and Primordial Collapse. So, and we went Permanent Black Hole. That was the best run. So basically, I ran my farming spec. I had farming mods on, and I just changed the cards up a little bit. But for the most part, I just took the coin cards out, right, and put a few other things in. And then the second run here, this was Death Penalty, G-Comp, and then I used Orbital Augment and Prim Collapse. So Prim C. Theory there was Prim C was still doing defensive role of reducing the damage, and I wanted to see if the OA would help with, you know, chipping up those tanks. So during that battle, the tank ultimates, they were getting crazy at 300, well, about 250 above, right around here actually. So they were getting crazy. The tanks would start building up a lot. And once their ultimate ended, they would just go onto the black hole and die. But while they were building up, if they had so many of them gather up on screen that they start touching the tower, it started wrecking the tower. But luckily with the SF, I was able to out regen and out survive, you know, waiting out the ultimates. And once the ultimates ran out, and then they would go and die into the black hole with the orbs. So that's how I got up to 325. Doing 255 with OA, it kept those tanks clear. Like even up around there was no tank spawn at all. It's just the bosses were slapping me. So the ancestral sub mods, the extra regen, the extra wall health, like that was huge. You know, obviously it's like the mod effect for SF, so it just couldn't make up for that. So, but I can definitely see the potential later as I'm transitioning to other builds. It could be a good main mod, or once I unlock assist mods, that's definitely gonna be awesome to slot on, because I noticed significantly, even at Mythic, it was just cleaning up all the extra stuff that was out there. Ultimate and tanks was nothing. Of course, I didn't get up to 300 though, so I don't know how good it might have cleared them at 300, but compared to the first run around 255, it wasn't. The ultimate tanks were not building up. So then the next run was just a normal damage build like I normally was doing. Amp Strike, well, damage for me, Amplified Strike, Dim Core, Pulsar Harvester, and then I did use Sharp Fortitude. I was going to go with OA, but after I saw what happened with Orbital Augment getting that wrecked from here, I was like, and I just put on SF. If I had enough time, I ran out of time, a fourth run, I might have tried it with Orbital Augment and Dim Core, Amplify Strike, Pulsar Harvester, just to see if like going a more full hybrid style build would have done anything better. But I don't think it would. I think this permanent black hole with Prim C is probably the way to go for me right now. So that was the Legends breakdown, and then that was due to the mods we played with. We are needing three more Multiverse Nexus. I need one more Galaxy Compressor, and 3 more Dim Core, and 3 more Prim Cs, Primordial Collapse. Those are my target mods I need to get. Everything else is just kind of extra cool stuff, but I want those to like really move the needle, I think. If I can get the Multiverse Nexus and the Galaxy Compressor to Ancestral, and then once I get the cooldowns down on the ultimate weapons, I'll be able to do permanent GT. So it'll be fun to get to try permanent GT and permanent black hole and see how that rolls. It won't have Prim C up, but I think it'll probably still, we'll see. It'll balance out, I imagine. We're going to find out. It'll just be fun to test. And if it's not a big deal, then we'll just go back to this. I'll do whatever's going to be the best gaining. Let's pull some more mods right now. Why not? We're recording. All right. We just went over what we needed. Let's go. That's not good. Come on, give me nothing. Darn it. All right. We'll pull the singles too. I know I can hit buy again, but we're manually clicking them for luck. And it didn't give me nothing. Okay. Well, that's a bummer, but that's okay. We got 7 days left. I'll save my next coins, or gems, I mean, until next weekend. And then we'll run that out. I do want 2 more at least. Once I get the 2 more, we'll stop and we'll go back to standard banner. But we want to at least get 2 more of those. Well, we'll let this run for a bit, and then we'll come back in and check on the ultimate weapons. I think that's one of the last things we need to look into. And then we'll wrap up. See you then. Alright. Game got to the end. Didn't quite hit the new a new high wave or anything. Or coins per hour. I think it was what, 5.75 we saw back there. So, but yep, here's what we got. Pretty good though. Still raking in those coins. That was a good tier 13 run. And we're out of that run. Okay, let's see. We already hit the tournament. Yeah, so that's what it looked like officially there. The Wednesday before was Champion League, rank 2. I did permanent black hole. Although I saw screenshots, I shouldn't have got rank 2. A lot of people, 1400 was like 4 to 6. So, got a good bracket for once. We didn't do anything in the workshop for damage. This is where it's still at. Okay, let's go put a good mod on so you can see what it would look like if I had a decent mod equipped. Oh wow, look at all these points. Speaking of mods, let's go do that. Maxed out there, we're at 150. 51. We got a lot of them saved up. Perfect. Can we get 150 here? Yes, we can. Perfect. Okay. So those are all getting closer to 161. Alright, back to here. So here's where we are. So I'm at a 51.62 attack speed if I got an ancestral attack speed thing on. 129. I don't think that's ancestral though. Let's see. Here's what we got. Yeah, so one day I'll get this ancestral when I have a cannon. That'll be sick. So, but that, anyway, back where we're at. So we're at 51.62 attack speed, 129 crit factor. So I feel decent on my damage for being an EHP build. And I did put some into this, so now we're only 200 away from maxing that out. And that's already maxed. Base of 859 per second region, 859 billion. And then we put some money into this too. So now that's 400 away. So this doesn't take as long. I think it's like, what, 600 now to max out. So with a few clicks, I can get a good head start. I'd like to get it even higher though. Let's see how much we got. That's a lot. That's a lot. Those are both a lot. So one day we'll put another 100 points in. But for now, we'll just leave those alone. because I would like to get it closer so that way in tournaments, not tournaments, yeah, even in tournaments. Yeah, but the higher tiers, they're higher too. I did put a little into this too. So we're at 350 attack skip and 330 health. I'm leaving that. We don't need health right now. I'm putting more into attack. I'll probably do a little bit more of that so it's up even higher. Over on the enhancement front, nothing changed on attacks. We're still at 1.58 across the board on the important dealies, damage, crit factor, and super crit. Attack speed 1.14. I might do another click in that. So I'm working on the attack speed is helping with just EHP even. Just keeps them back at bay, keeps everything knocked back better. More chances for things to happen. Defense enhancements, we got 161 health, 161 wall health, and 162 health regen. I'm going to keep working on this, of course. Enhancements is where all this coin's going right now. And then over on utility, coin is 131, cells 126, level skips 111. Both of those are 300 trillion right now, so I need to get my coin gain up a little bit better before I keep investing in those, I feel. But it's around the corner. Just gonna keep grinding. Yeah, and then we gotta go back to here. Ultimate weapons. They're still the same as where they were last week. But what I need to do one more duration on Golden Tower, and then when these cooldowns get to when I get these cooldowns down to the 100 seconds, it will be able, that's when, and with the duration one more click, then I'll be able to use a multiverse nexus and get permanent Golden Tower. But outside of that, when I get them down to 100 seconds, I can also use a black hole digester and it'll sync with my golden bot. So that's another like tempting, just some different options I'll be able to do to see what works best, depending on what mod combos I use. But this is where this is sitting at. Once I get those down, let me go look at that real quick. So it's going to be 2,374 stones for the cooldown, and then 123 for the duration. And then right there is I'll be good for that. Black hole, I could spend another 725 stones to bring this up. Then I wouldn't need to use as many substats, like for if I wanted to do black hole farming with the black hole digester. But I don't think I'm going to do that, at least anytime soon. Maybe if I find it's super lucrative, when I can just make up the difference with substats for now. But if I find that it's like blows it out the water or something, then I'll consider putting some stones into that. Otherwise, once I get these done to 100 seconds and one more duration, that's what I'm up in the air. Now what do I do? So I think I'll might do a click or two in bonus, because it's only 100. Get that up just a touch, and then go to ultimate weapons, new ultimate weapons, and go from there. See what we can do. How many can I unlock? I'm gonna need to start getting ultimate weapons so that I can start pushing in tournaments. It's gonna help with the Legends tournaments. It's gonna help with transitioning to hybrid and to a glass cannon. I mean, all of that's dependent upon expanding my ultimate weapons. So once I get all of this in a good, comfortable spot, like I don't need, spotlight's good, everything, just, right around the corner. I feel like I'm doing pretty good here. So if you guys have any input and some other ideas of what I could maybe work on before I jump to the ultimate weapons, but I don't know. I think I'll be rounded out pretty good. Yeah, I think that does it, though. We already covered everything, right? Yeah, cards, nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. We already looked at that. Yeah. Oh, let's go pull one more. Come on. Oh, we could have used a G comp, man. For real? Okay. All right, so now we'll save it for next week. Alright, so, well, you guys know what to do. If you like what you saw and you are fans, make sure you subscribed. Make sure you give me a thumbs up of the video. It really helps in the algorithm and expands the reach. It's been super cool following along with everyone, so continue leaving your comments. I'd like to see where you guys are at. Link to the Discord below. But yeah, that's about it. Keep it up, guys. I will see you next week, and I'll talk to you in the comments below. Peace. Alright, guys. We're going to try to get the Orbital Augment. We got 11K 700. Let's see what we can do. Oh, right off the bat, we got 1, 2. Oh, this is a... Let's not hold our breath too much, but that's the good. That's good. Okay, we're already off to a good start. We're gonna keep going. All right. Looking for... We gotta get a G comp. Let's see. Just need 1 G comp. Come on. We got 8,900 left. I got 2 or 3 now. I got 3. Okay. Looking for a 4th. Come on. Also need a G comp. Let's get 1 G comp. Havoc Ringer. Don't need that. How many got left? 6,700. Eeh. We're almost halfway. It's not good. We only got 3 of them. Oh, a dim core. Okay. Can always use those. Come on. Nope. Let's make some room. I guess I could have left those. We're going to need them merged anyway. Okay. Whoop. Back to here. Let's get 1 more, right? Nope. Come on. Okay. Multiverse. Okay. So, not looking good. Looking grim. Come on, game. I don't want to hear this. We just need 1 more at least to get a mythic. Oh my goodness. Not even going to get a mythic, are we? Okay. Okay. Got a mythic. Whew. That was close. Let's keep going, though. Oh, got another one. Being out there. 1300. I'm gonna back out for just for the luck of it. Oh, a death penalty. I don't need that though. You're already ancestral. Come on, Galaxy Compressor. No. We're just gonna roll all the singles. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, nice. Not enough to go all the way with. Here, let's get off of here. Turn. Okay. Let's get the merges going. No. Don't need that. Wait, we will need that. We might as well let them all merge, right? We're going to need those epic plus. Ooh. A lot of those going up too. Okay. Let's go play here ourselves. We need to make this guy legendary. So let's use this one. Hey. Let's use this one and that one. Legendary plus. And then we're going to go to Mythic. And Mythic plus. Okay. So we just need 2 more of those now. Good. What do we got here? Harmony Conductor. I'll play with the rest of this later. Yeah, I don't care about either of those. The death penalty, that's an extra star on my death penalty. So let's do that. Okay. Neat.